Hi class, I decided to make a screencast to guide you through Digication. If you're not familiar, it can be difficult to go back and forth with emails explaining it. So here we are. I went in through the U of the Arts portal. I'll click on my Digication link and then I'll go to my class, and yours will look very similar. And then this is what I always do, and I believe your setup is very similar. I go right to discussions, I click it on, and then you'll see here I've lined everything up by week. First, I'm giving information. So I don't usually go over here, and I mean, you can, but if you feel you don't know where to go next, always go to discussion because this is in a rather organized way so that it's week by week. The beginning here will give some information. This is just about me. The syllabus, while I usually don't recommend printing, this is such a short syllabus and it is really handy because it's very concise and everything you need to read is spelled out. And then for detail, we'll go into the specific links. So here we are. This is just a little welcome to interactive presentations. This is your first assignment, introduce yourselves, and you will click this on and it'll take you out into the internet to the Flipgrid website where it's self-explanatory, it's a lot of fun, and a great tool for your students to use too, to give presentations or even to do little group projects. So to give feedback to each other, it's great, and the students love video. So we go down, and then these two tabs, or forums, I call them just information, forums that this will tell you about the web tools for interactive presentations. You know what, let me clink it on. I said clink, I meant click. This is the second time I'm doing this recording. Okay, so here we are. It'll give you a list of some tools that you can look at to try out. And then what you're going to do is go over to the Google community. And after you've made one of these creations, you're going to go over to the Google community, which I'll go over to in a minute for the discussion forum. And you're going to add a link to whatever it is that you made. Okay, so let me go back. And here we are. That was the tools. The second requirement, there's 3 requirements of the first 3 weeks, is the weekly reflection. I've had a number of students ask, how do you submit something? So basically, you're going to read this for each week. This is actually just the background of what you're supposed to do. But when you're on the actual week, which will have a prompt very specific, you hit submit reply. So notice you go like this, submit reply, and then you can add a document right here. Okay, and then just hit save and I will get that. So that's just between you and I, okay, for the weekly reflections. For weekly reflections, there'll be 3, and it should be, I believe it was a 2-page paper in general. Yes, 2 pages in MLA formatting, and yours refer specifically back to the readings and videos of that particular week. So, you know what, let me go over that now, and I'll do the discussion forum last. So say the week 1 reflection. Remember, we were just in here telling all about it. You'll click this on, and it's going to give you 3 specific readings or video. I think each of them, there's a mix of video and readings. And then here's the prompt. It says reader watch all of the sources below and then write a minimum 2-page response to the following. And then there's a specific prompt, and you're going to cite MLA format using these 3 sources to support, argue, whatever it is you're doing in your paper. And again, you'll submit reply and you'll be able to add your paper. Okay. Now, The third thing of every week is the discussion forum. So you would click this on, and again, this will just take you over to the Google Plus community. So here we are. And then there'll be a prompt here, just a discussion prompt. This you have to think about. You'll see here a few of us have already started chatting here. The reason I chose to go outside into the Google Plus world is, as you can see, let's go back. Okay, this or that. This is beautiful, it's bright, it's vibrant. We can easily attach documents. It's an ongoing conversation. And what I love is that discussion one just kind of blends over. You'll see down here we'll start discussion two, and it's like a real conversation. I think that if you're not familiar with Google Plus, that you're really going to like it. So see, you can click on here, and Heather and I were talking about a couple different things. I was able to attach a video and made a suggestion, so you can easily add links. And the thing is, other students, even if you're not in that particular discussion, you're picking up links, tips, and it's just as though you were in a conversation. That's the way this Google Plus community works. The other thing is, in this discussion forum, you will also be adding the tool that we talked about. Now I can't remember if I went over the tools. I think I went over it up here, but here, week 1 online tool presentation. So remember the list, and I think I gave it for each week. You pick one, and then you create and go over to the Google Plus. Here's another link, and add it so that your classmates can look at it and check it out and see what you made. And by make, I mean you will make something, like you will the Edpuzzle right here. You'll take a video and doctor it, or for lack of a better word. You can make a Powtoon creation, create a Jeopardy game, do what I'm doing right now with Screencast-O-Matic, real-time board, that's a whiteboard, create a poll for assessment in your class, another Flipgrid lesson, so anything that appeals to you. Animoto is great. It's a video slideshow that you can add music to. Okay, and I put a sample of that up on the discussion forum already. So let's go back. And so that was week 1. Week 2, it's a repeat. We'll have the discussion forum with a prompt up. You'll have your weekly reflection. It's all set up in here. And then your tool presentation. The same thing with week 3. Finally, the final project is down here. Being that we only have a 3.5-week class, you're welcome to get started or thinking about it. You can go on here at your own time and read the particulars of this assignment. So I'd like to say it, and I will send it out in my next email. My phone number is 732-245-0853. If you need any help, I do work. I am a writing instructor, but I will get back to you as soon as I can if you need help having somebody walk through one of these procedures about how to go about it. I don't want you to be frustrated in this, with the technology aspect. I might be overthinking it. Maybe many of you have taken an online class before, but it does take a little getting used to. The last thing, I'm really hoping that the last few people will respond to the poll that I sent a couple of times. I sent out a link, and I know some of you have just signed up for interactive presentations, but I really would like to meet in a synchronous session, hopefully next Monday, maybe at 7:30, only for a half hour, but it really makes a difference in an online class. And I really, if you haven't taken an online class and had a synchronous session, you'll see that it really makes a difference. And you know what? We can keep in touch via our Google Plus community. Okay, so my phone number again, 732-245-0853. Let me know if you need any help.